Okay, seventh grade, I'm adding a wrinkle today, so you're going to be adding another step. The first thing I want you to do is get out your pie books, and you're going to write down this title, Combining Like Terms Before Solving, and go ahead and write down this equation. So I'll wait a minute to let you get that done. You can always pause it here, Mr. Gungle, if this is still not enough time, but I'm going to go ahead and start. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to draw the line down the equal sign. And you notice that this looks like a really big problem, but it is not that big a problem. The first thing that we need to do, and we're going to look at each side of the equal sign, so each side of the line separately. We're going to combine anything that goes together. You guys have done this, so you should remember how to do this. So I'm not going to move anything across my line. I'm just going to put them together over here. Okay, so right over here I have a couple of x's. I have 3x here and a plus 5x here. Remember, we always underline this sign in front of it. So I'm just going to, on the left side, I'm not going to move anything across the line. I'm just going to add those together. So 3x plus 5x is 8x. So all I've done is combine those two. So I'm going to cross them off just so I know they're done. And then next, we have this plus 3 and plus 7. They're both just numbers. And remember, you can combine those. They're called constants. So I'm going to add those together because they're both positive, and I'm going to get plus 10. So now I just made this side more simplified. Then I'm going to do it to the other side of the equation, find anything that's alike, and I see that I have two x's over here too, 4x and then minus 2x. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. 4x minus 2x is 2x, and then the 22 doesn't have anything else, so we're just going to bring that down, plus 22. Okay, and now it's going to be just like what we've done the last couple of days. So we see we have x's on both sides, and so we always want to move the smaller x. So I'm going to move the 2x over to the left side. Now this time, because I'm moving it across the line, I need to get rid of it completely. So since 2x is positive, I'm going to take it away. 2x minus 2x cancels out to nothing. And I'm going to write minus 2x over here, because whatever we do to one side of an equation, we do to the other side. So 8x minus 2x is 6x. 6x plus 10 equals 22, because that went away completely. Blech. And then we will subtract 10 from both sides to get, because remember, the whole goal is to get that x by itself, so we got to get rid of what's with it. We always get rid of what is being added or subtracted first. So if I subtract 10 over here, that makes that go away completely. I'm going to write minus 10 under here. And on this side, I'm just left with 6x, so I'll just write that right here. Equals, and 22 minus 10 is 12. Move this up just a little bit. And 6x, I'm going to write this right down here again. 6x equals 12. We'll continue the line. And so next thing I would do is to get that x alone. Now I'm going to divide by 6. Those cancel out to equal 1x, so I have 1x left at the bottom. Divide the 12 by 6, and we have 2. So that was a lot of steps. I'm going to move it back up for just a second in case anybody needed to write down any of the other steps. So again, that you're going to start out looking at each side separately and combine anything that's alike. So you're going to get those terms together that have the same number or letter or whatever. If they're just numbers, combine them together. If they have a variable, then combine those together. Alright, so let's look at the next example. Here it is, so I'll give you a second to write it down. Okay, so our first step would be to draw the line, and then we'll look at the left side and the right side separately. On the left side over here, I see I have a couple of x's. So I'm going to underline 8x and then minus 2x. Remember, you underline the sign that goes with it. And I'm just going to do that. 8x minus 2x would give us 6x. Okay? And then I'm going to combine my minus 4 and plus 10. So you have to think about that minus with it. So it's like negative 4 plus 10. Since the signs are different, I'm going to subtract. And you could say 10 minus 4 is 6. And since 10 is bigger, I'm going to use its sign, so it becomes 6x plus 6. And that equals, over here on this side, I have a couple of x's. 7x and 2x. And 7x plus 2x is 9x. So we have 9x, and then that minus 9 isn't alike with anything, so I'll just bring it down. Okay, now we always want to move the smaller x, so let's move the 6x over to the right side this time. So I'm going to write minus 6x since it's positive, makes it go away over here. And I'll write minus 6x under the 9x. This positive 6 can just come down. We don't need to write the positive with it since it's positive. And 9x minus 6x is 3x minus 9. Now again, what you're trying to do is to getting that x alone. So this time we have to look at this side over here. And we're going to move this negative 9 first by going plus 9. Okay, so I'm going to write plus 9 on this side. And 6 plus 9 is 15. And what I have left on the right side is that 3x, so I'll just bring it down. And now to get that x alone, we get rid of the 3 that's with it, so we do division. 3 divided by 3 is 1, so it leaves us with 1x left. And then 15 divided by 3 is 5. So x equals 5. And I'll finish the line because I know that's begging some of you. There you go. I have one more example just to make sure we've really got it down good. Oops. There we go. So I'll give you a second to write that down. So as always, our first step is to draw the line. And then I'm going to look at my left side and my right side separately again. I have 4m minus 2m, and that 4m minus 2m is 2m. And so I have 2m plus 3 because that plus 3 isn't like anything on the left side. And then over here I'm going to look for things that are alike, and I have 8m minus 5m, and 8m minus 5m is 3m. And Emily, it's perfectly okay that I'm using m's and not x's. M is just another variable, so I threw it in here just to be something different. And then we're going to combine the 1's, or the minus 1 and the positive 5, because those are both numbers, and negative 1 plus 5 is equal to 4, because you would subtract since they have different signs, and 5 minus 1 is 4, 5 is bigger, so it's positive 4. So I'll write that right here. And now I'll move the smaller m, which is the 2m, so I'll say 2m minus 2m and makes that go away. Then write 2m under here, leaves us with 1m, or just m, and we can bring down the plus 4, and it equals 3. Now we want to get that m alone, so let's move that 4 over. So we'll say subtract 4 minus 4, and 3 minus 4 is negative 1, and then we'll bring down the 1m, which just means that m equals negative 1. You don't have to show division, because if it's 1m, that's the same as just having an m. So that's the final answer. Okay, that's it. I hope that helped, and of course I'll email or text you if you need any help. Just let me know, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye.